So the theatre is very unusual. It was actually built, this building was built as a theatre upstairs in 1784, and downstairs was a schoolhouse. Well, the idea was particularly to support education of young children, particularly boys at that time, and then also to have an entertainment base. So they created this building which is almost like two buildings in one. And so up here we had shows, and at that point in time there was a theatre ban, which meant that you weren't allowed to perform straight plays. So what they did sneakily is they put music towards them. So they then became known as musicals, because they were set in halls rather than they were called theatres. And so basically that was the birth of the modern musical. Then there was a fire in 2004. It was left derelict for about 6 years, and then Groundlings Theatre took it over in 2010. So Groundlings Theatre then produce a whole range of different shows all the way through the year. So we have everything from musicals to murder mysteries in here, to pantomimes. Every year we have a panto.
I am your fairy godmother.
We do events, so we do everything from the Festival of Christmas each year at the historic dockyard, and also we do theatre and education, where we go into schools and teach young people about either history or hate crime or various other things as well. I was in episode 2 and 3 in the prequels of Star Wars, and my main job, if you like, was to be a double and do some stunt doubling for Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi. And then while doing that, I then played various clone troopers and various other parts. I spent a good few years on the Star Wars films, on and off, obviously, doing lots of different things. So how much screen time I'm in it is absolutely tons. The problem is you need me sat next to you to say, that's me, that's me, that's me. There's the battle for Geonosa, which is near the end of the movie. I'm actually piloting a spaceship, and turn around and say we're out of rockets. And I'm piloting the spaceship, but I'm also stood in the back of the spaceship next to Natalie Portman, and the two of us fall out of the spaceship. She tells me to get back to the forward command centre, and I ask her if she's all right and say, yes, I will right away, etc. So when we did the Southampton Remembers with the BBC, that was television. So it was actually a lot faster. There are a lot of people that were from Groundlings that worked on that actually said, God, it took a long time. Yes, you wait to get to a Hollywood movie. Filmmaking is 90% sitting around waiting and 10% of actually doing some acting. So when we filmed it, so they had the names up on this board. The BBC had a work experience chap working on it, and they said, oh, we'll give you the boards to write up, and he was supposed to write the names of the survivors. And for some reason or something went wrong and he didn't write the names of the survivors, he wrote the names of famous football players. And no one noticed. No one noticed that actually on these great big boards that they were filming all day, it was the names of football players. I'd like to go and do some more film work, I think actually would be really nice. And to be able to maybe again do a bit of theatre work, etc., to be an actor and just an actor rather than being an actor, artistic director, producer, director, lighting designer, set designer, and everything else which this job entails a lot of the time. And then for the theatre, I'd love to see this place just grow and grow and get the recognition it deserves, and to have the more funding in place to improve it, to make it look the best it can, and to provide the best service that we can for the public, for the people that we serve, and to give more and more opportunities to actors and creative people, whether that's a set designer or a set painter or a musician, but to give that opportunity of a place to learn and develop their skills.